गोंय विधानसभेचे 14 दिसांचे बजेट अधिवेशन मार्चाचे 6 तारखेक सुरू जालें. म्हत्वाची खबर म्हणल्यार इनाफ इज इनाफ ही चळवळ हाणें सगळे 40 आमदार हांकां गोंयची जमीन अदीक करून एग्रीकल्चरल जमीन राखून दवरपाक एक ड्राफ्ट एग्रीकल्चरल लँड प्रोटेक्शन बील सगळ्या पक्षाचे आमदार हांकां दिल्लें आसा आनी मागलां की ह्या बजेट अधिवेशन आमकां दवरचें म्हूण. हें बील आदलो अलाहाबाद हायकोर्ट हाचो जस्टीस फर्दिन रिबेलो हाणें तयार केला.
As you all must have heard, the Enough is Enough movement has given to the leaders of all parties, ruling and opposition, as also to the leaders of all political parties, a bill called the Goa Protection of Agricultural Lands Act 2026. The object of this bill is to undo all the wrongs that have been done since 2023, and more specifically Section 39A of the Town and Country Planning Act, for which we have asked for absolute repeal from the date of its introduction in 2024. Similarly, in respect of hill cutting, including slopes, we have asked for recasting Section 17A, that hill slopes up to a gradient of 25, as notified by the Surveyor General of India, can only be cut or permission granted for development if there is a public interest and for no other reasons, and the chief town planner has to record reasons as to what is the public interest. We do not want our hill slopes and our hills to be cut unless there is a real objective, which is for the benefit of the people at large. Then we have asked for a new section in the Land Revenue Code, Section 22A. By this section, we want to see, and we have provided that, agricultural lands in Goa cannot be converted for a non-agricultural purpose. Now, when we say agricultural lands, these are lands as defined under the Tenancy Act. Secondly, they cannot be sold to a non-agriculturalist, and the agriculturist who seeks to purchase the land according to law can only purchase it if he is a resident of Goa for at least 30 years. The idea being that only person generally interested in Goa, whether they be Goans or long residents who have become a part of our society, only they can purchase lands, but this will only be for agricultural purposes. Then there was another law brought in 2023 permitting change of zoning of paddy fields, which includes tenanted paddy fields. Now this was doing a great mischief, whereas under the tenancy law they could not be amended. Under the protection law of 91, they could not be converted. By bringing them under Section 39A and by changing the zone, they sought to permit conversion of even paddy fields. Now, strictly speaking, they could not do this under the 91 Act, But as a measure of abundant caution and to prevent mischief being played, we have asked for a repeal of section 3(2) of that act and made a provision that agricultural lands cannot be put for a non-agricultural purpose and cannot be converted. So the entire object of the bill is that agricultural lands, whether they come from the Komindad or otherwise, must maintain the object and the purpose for which they were given. A lot of damage has already been done, but we do not want further damage to be done. And more importantly, we do not want a demographic change in our villages, which is now sought to be done by big business houses who have purchased vast tracts of land, trying to convert lands in villages for putting up bungalows to be purchased by outsiders. We do not say that outsiders have no right to come to Goa, but we say before you come to the villages, carry out a carrying capacity test. In other words, is there infrastructure in that village which can sustain these houses? When there is no infrastructure for our present generation, either in terms of water, sewerage, electricity, do not thrust on our villages additional houses which will displace our own people from their homes and from their villages. So the entire object of this bill is that. Now, what will happen is a matter for debate in the House. Most opposition parties have tabled this House. It is going to be tabled in the House on 13th of March. In terms of what I have been informed by Mr. Vijay Sardesai, who has also tabled this bill, and hopefully will come up for discussion. Whether the government will support it we do not know, but we are waiting to see, because the enough movement is very, very clear. Our objective is that the offensive sections must go. If this assembly does not do it, there are elections coming in next year, early next year, and we will have to work to bring in then, if this assembly does not do it, MLAs who will officially bring in this act as a ruling party. That is going to be objective, and we are very, very specific about that. This government does it, or if this government does not do it, the next government will have to do it. And those of us who are then we collectively, as a Goan people, must come together, work together, fight together, and achieve our object. This is my call to everybody, including to the Goan diaspora. In your own way, please connect with your families, and please, to whatever manner you can help the movement, please try to contact us. And with the support of the diaspora all spread all across the world, who are feel Goa is a part of them, work with us, and at least on my part, I can assure you that what I have taken up, I will not give up, and together with others, we will see to it that our objective is achieved. Thank you all very much.